Alright, hey everybody. Okay, so now that we got our Optimized Press installed on our WordPress platform, what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to create lead capture pages in this video. Now, Optimized Press is very, very simple to use. Once you get used to it, it's very simple. So from your dashboard, I'm going to be going ahead and using my MLM Marketing Bootcamp site to show you how to do this. So what you're going to do is you're going to simply click on Optimized Press, and then that's going to bring you to a few options that you can do. So it's going to give you blank pages, sales pages, webinars, launch funnels, membership pages, etc. But we're going to go ahead and create a opt-in landing page. Now there's plenty of templates. If you have more templates that you can, if you actually get Optimized Press through me, I give you a total of I think it's 6 or 7 templates that you can use that I give you for free. Now they're like $10 a piece, so you can go ahead and get those. One of those are video sales letters like this. You're also going to get this webinar page for hosting. I'm also going to give you membership pages, which is what my whole website on MLM Marketing Bootcamp is built by this one. So it's the Ninja membership lessons, $12, but you get that for free whenever you go ahead and decide to join me through Optimized Press. Pretty cool stuff. So you have plenty of templates, and what it comes down to is you really want to be congruent. You want to make things very easy for your prospect or your lead to opt in. So the way I look at things is if it's fluid and my message is correct, I want to make it as easy as possible for them to be able to opt in and give me their information, right? And that should be yours as well. So you have a number of things here. You can use a backdrop, you can use a basic squeeze page. If you look to the left over here, if maybe you have an image for a free ebook or maybe a free report that you can put there to grab their attention and give them something for free, and you'll have a lot better understanding of this if you go through the creating your lead magnet training on this website. So you can do that, or you can do a logo. Basically, you just want to pick something easy, something that's good for you. I always say, keep it simple, stupid. Just keep it as simple as possible, and it's just better and more fluid for your lead to actually give you their information. So just for the cause of this training, we're just going to go ahead and this is what I like to use, a video landing page. And we're going to go ahead and use this template right here. Now we're going to name our page. Now the name of the page is going to be your page title. So at the top I'm going to say training, lead capture page training. There we go. And now your page URL or your permalink, and what this is going to be is, since I'm using my MLM Marketing Bootcamp site, it would be mlmmarketingbootcamp.com/MMBC-lead-capture-training. Now you really want it to be congruent with what you're offering. So if you were offering a free report in exchange for their information, you may put free report subscribe, or you may put free download subscription, just so that you know this is your opt-in page. Okay, it's just very simple to do. You click check availability, because if you've got a monster site, then you want to make sure that the root page URL and the permalink is actually available for that. So you're just going to hit create page. And then once you're done with that, it's going to populate and you're going to get to your editor. Alright, so once you get to your editor, you're going to see basically the way Optimized Press does it is everything's done by rows and elements. So if you wanted to create a new row, what that would give you is the option to, you can have certain simple layout. You have columns, okay? So you can have a 1 column, 2 column, 3 column, 4 column. Depends on how you want to go ahead and manage your site. You can have complex layouts to where maybe this would be like more of a blog setting, to where you can have content and then you can have your recent posts and all that jazz over there. It just depends on what's easy for you. So I was just going to give you that that right there, just to kind of let you know that there's so many options that you can do, but you got to remember this is a opt-in page, so you want to keep it as simple as possible. So what we're going to do, build a stunning website in 30 minutes, right? So, well, that's great and everything, but let's go ahead and edit this. So if you look right here, you have a few options. You have a little pencil. You have 2 little pages here. You got settings, you got kind of a cross-looking thing, and you got a delete button. So what these are is this is how you can edit your script. Sorry. I was looking at something and I was like, what in the world was that? So what you can do in here is you can actually go in here and it says want to build stunning website in 30 minutes. Get started now. All you got to do is you delete that and you can say what I like to do is, I'm just going to go off an example. I like to give free reports and case studies away. That seems like the best thing to do. So what it helps me get a lot of leads, and I'm good at writing them. So, and I just developed that through copywriting and learning stuff like that. So we're just going to make things simple. So what I like to do is I like to say free report reveals. So basically what you're doing is you're creating a curiosity. Now this is not a copywriting session. This is not anything like that. I'm just trying to give you an overall feel of what you're going to put on your pages. So now this has Montserrat. I don't like Montserrat at all. I like a big font. So let's just say I want to go ahead and do a 20, do a 30. I'm going to change Montserrat to Geneva. I'm going to make it bold. I want it black. Your spacing, I always use 0 spacing. I don't know what this -5 stuff is. I just use negative. I'm thinking you can probably make it to where your spacing between your letters are really big, and I don't want a really ugly looking website. So I'm just going to say 0. And I love to add shadows to my my copy, so keep it right there. Now down here you're going to have a lot of different things that you can do. You can highlight your copy. I really don't deal with all that jazz. Honestly, I don't deal with it. Headline tag, basically what that means is you can have a heading 1, which is the biggest, smallest, all the way down to the smallest. So I don't even deal with all that stuff. I basically will put my pixels that I want, my font I want, the italics I want, and then my color, and then that's pretty much all I deal with. So now what your top margin means is how far it is from the top of your page, and your bottom margin means how far it's going to be from your next element or your next row. So I always like to put 10, and my bottom margin is always 15 just to make it space out easier. So we're going to go ahead and insert. Now watch. Boom, free report reveals. Now, if you look at that, it's very small. So obviously I did something wrong. So let's go ahead and I think it's probably because it's probably because I did this. So I'm just going to go ahead and make this heading 1. There we go. Oh, hit the wrong button. I want to make that centered. Go down. Insert. Now it should pop up right there. Free report reveals. Cool. So everything works out fine. Now what we're going to do is I want a little bit of a headline. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to, what I like to do, some people don't do this, some people do, this little button right here, it copies it. Okay, so you can have a copy of what you just did. So then what I do is I edit it, and then you're going to make your copy a little bit bigger. So I'm going to go ahead and do discover how, I can't write today, how a single mom of 2 went from 280 pounds to a model type figure in less than 6 months. Okay, so we're going to keep it like that. Go down. Of course, I like my top margin and everything to stay the same, and that's another reason why I like to copy the pages, because my margins and my bottom margins are always the same. Nothing ever changes. So what you'll have to do is if you create a new element, you're going to have to redo all of that stuff. So I like to just copy everything, keep everything the same, and then we're good to go. Now I already know I'm going to have a problem with all of this jazz. So what I need to do is I need to come in here and I need to make my free report reveals a little bit smaller. So I'm going to go ahead down here and go ahead and hit maybe 3. See how that works. Hit insert. There we go. Got a little bit of an option here. Now what you can do is what I like to do. I like to use spacings. I like to use dividers. So you can hit add element. And then what's really cool about this option is you have a search menu. So if you want to add a divider or a header or something like that, type in divider, I'll click on divider, and then it's going to give you a number of choices that you can choose. I prefer simplicity, so I just choose that one, and bam. Now what it's going to do is, since I added the element here, it's going to bring it below your copy. So what I do is just grab that, you left click and you hold, and you drag it right there. So now we have a nice little break here. And so we're going to go ahead, that's our copy, discover how a single mom of 2 went from 280 pounds to a model type figure in less than 6 months. So there we go. We got a pretty good idea here. Depending on how you want to set everything up, I like to have 2 dividers, so I'll create another divider, go down, and then I'm going to put the divider between the headline and the video. Now another thing that you might want to do is you might want to maybe change the color scheme of your font here. So what you would do is you would go down and you click here and you can make it, I like maybe red. Red's always good. Can't beat red. Red is an eye catcher. So go ahead and click on red here. Keep that, hit insert, and it's going to change it to red. Oh, it didn't. What did it do that for? Probably because I know what it did. So what I need to do is I need to click here and then hit your, for some reason it's wanting to use this editor right here, and it shouldn't use this editor, so I think it's normally it's user error. I'm sure I did something wrong. So let's go ahead and I'll go help you out with that in the next little training here. So this should turn red here. Okay, so you're good to go on that. So discover how a single mom, so we got our headline, we got our dividers, and then what we're going to do is you're going to scroll down. Now we have these right here. Okay, this is a row, so basically this is probably a 2-column row. That's going to have a video right here, and you're going to have an opt-in page right here. Now if you see this, you can change all this little stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click edit, and what's really nice about this, you can destroy this whole website, this whole template. You can just delete everything, which I normally do, and then build it from scratch. But this, just for training purposes, this is what you do. So you can say get our free blueprint, or what I would say is learn how she did it right now. So you're giving a little bit of a call to action, and then you can go ahead and do, I'll go ahead and do Geneva. Now it's black. The background's black over here. So you're probably going to want to make it a little bit white, a little bit white, and we're going to go ahead and hit bold. They say 23 pixels. I'm going to say 24 pixels. Spacing's always 0. Shadow is light. And then we're going to go ahead and do our top margin of 10, bottom margin of 15. Click that, and I'll see how that looks. Learn how she did it right now. Okay, that's kind of good. I don't really like that. I don't like to have my I like to be one sentence and not any spaces. So let's go ahead and just change it to maybe 20 here. Change your pixels to 20. And let's see. Yeah, that looks a lot better. So instead of right now being right here, okay, boom, it's right here. So we're going to go ahead now. We have kind of a little sub-headline. So basically what this would be is kind of like your Elite Marketing Pro capture page if you use Elite Marketing Pro. This is kind of going to be your call to action. So you're going to click here. And then you're going to edit everything. So what you can do is you're going to say instantly download this free report by entering your best email below and have access. Oh, actually here, instantly download this free report by entering your best email below. Now, of course, if you go through any of my other trainings, you have to understand, you have to give a reason why, because people are basically, okay, I call it the so what factor. So basically, instant download this free report by entering your best email below. Okay, well that's great, but so what? What's in it for me? So you always want to start your sentences off like that. Instantly download this free report by entering your best email below so you can, I call it a so you can statement, so you can let's see, so you can, let's think of a good copy here, Damien. Easily drop weight Instantly download this free report by entering your best emote below so you can easily drop weight after your pregnancy. So you can easily lose weight. So instantly download this free report by entering your best email below so you can easily learn how to drop weight quickly after a pregnancy. So basically, of course, we're targeting single mothers who want to lose weight, right? So we go ahead and do that, and we're just going to hit insert. Let's see what it says. Probably, yeah, see, it's not going to give us the same font. So what we're going to do is, because this is a different editor, so I like things to be congruent. I don't want them to I want it to have the same font. So you're going to go to Advanced Options, and then we're going to go ahead and click Geneva like we did previously. Now we don't want this one bold because this one's bold. Your headline, your main headline is going to be bold. The other ones are not. So we're going to go ahead and keep it normal, and then we're going to change it to white like we did before. We're going to do a light shadow, but this one's going to be, let's say it's a little bigger. Let's say it's about 18. Go here and see how that works. Now you're going to have all this kind of jazz right here. Your top padding spaces, from basically what that is from how many pixels your text starts from the side of the video and where it ends from the right side of the page. I usually don't deal with any of this stuff because like I said, I make things very simple. I don't really try to do anything crazy right now. Eventually I will, but right now I won't. So we can do this. So see, that looks pretty cool. It's got a little bit of a shade to it. But I can't punctuate very well. So I'm going to go ahead and put a period at the end. Instantly download this free report by entering your best email below so you can easily learn how to drop weight quickly after a pregnancy. After a pregnancy without doing cardio. There we go. Awesome, huh? So all people don't like cardio. Some people do, some people don't. Let's go insert that and see how that looks. Alright, instantly download this free report by entering your best email below so you can easily learn how to drop weight quickly after a pregnancy without doing cardio. Can't beat that. Now, the thing is, this is a little bit high. So what I want to do is I want to add an element, and I'm going to hit a divider. I'm going to go ahead and click on divider because I like that divider to be right here. So we're going to take that, we're going to move that right there. See how that works? It looks a little bit easier. Learn how she did that right now. Instantly download, blah, blah, blah. So what we can do here is we have an opt-in form. So what we can do is we can edit the opt-in form. We'd probably be able to edit our button also. So let's go ahead and edit everything here. Give me just a second while this loads. And so you're going to have your form HTML, your content. So you're going to click on content if you want your content to say something. This would be your privacy notice. We value your privacy and would never spam you. That's good. You can always put a period at the end of that. So your name default is enter your first name, enter your email address. I like change my button. I would say something like create a custom button, and then you can do create a custom button, and then here's your text. So click on text. You can say download now. Okay, go ahead and make that black. We're going to change everything to be congruent, so we're going to make it Geneva. And then what you would do at the bottom, hit insert. Please enter all required fields. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to hit redirect URL. So this is going to be where you want the page to go. So it may be a thank you page, it may be a link to a sales page, it may be a link to a webinar that you want to put on and get them interested, give them value instead of just sending them to a sales page. You might want to send them to a webinar for a training or something like that. Let's see here. So email data, email address. Let's just say MLM Tyrant at, or actually see here. Let's just do Damien at MLMmarketingbootcamp.com, and then say I want to send them to a redirect link just for simplicity's sake, I'm just going to send them to MLM Marketing Bootcamp. Okay. So we'll go and do that. Name a field order. Don't even deal with all that jazz. We're just going to insert. Bam. So we got all this lined out here. Now one thing that I like to do, let's go ahead and edit this. You see this spacing right here is a little bit high. So what I want to do is I'm going to kind of make this, I want to make the bottom spacing of that a little bit thicker. So I think it does that. We're going to advanced options. We're going to scroll down. Text block left, text block right, bottom. So I'm going to do 15. I'm going to do 10 and 15 just to make it kind of appear like it's hovering in the middle of there. There we go. See, there we go. So that looks pretty good. So it's kind of hovering in between there. I think there's too much space at the top, so let's go ahead and make your top margin more around 3 or 4. Advanced options. And then we're going to go top margin, let's just say 3. Boom. Click that. Now it's probably going to move it up a little bit. There. Not really. Didn't do that very much. Give me a second. Do that. The divider's the same. Okay. But actually, you know something? I like that. So you kind of got an idea. Now what you could do is if you want to delete that, you could delete it and see where it goes from there. There you go. Actually, that doesn't even look bad. You can change these things around so much just to kind of find out what you like. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of things that you can do. Okay, so you got download now. Let's see here. About your privacy, we can go ahead and edit this. That download now here is kind of a weird one. I haven't seen that before. So, I don't know why that's there. Let's go ahead and find out. Alright, so we do that. Well, maybe it's under the content section. Address, spam you. No, that's not there either. Oh, click the wrong button. Submit button. Make sure that's right. Is there anything on there we don't need? Textual link below button. Okay, so that's what it is. That little guy was a textual link below button. So if we take that and we insert, that little download now should not be there. There we go. So now all we have is our spam. Now, one thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make your spam a little bit better. I also like to do terms and conditions. Now, if you're promoting a product, say like if you're a member of Elite Marketing Pro, which you should be by the end of this training because of the valuableness that it's going to give you. And what's cool about this is if you have an Aweber account, all you would have to do is click your Aweber account. It's going to populate, and then what it's going to do is it's going to connect, and then if you have an Aweber list down here, all you would have to do is click whatever list that you have available, and you can click on, say, 5 winning headlines that I have, or you can also do something like, nutritional products for weight loss for pregnant people, or whatever you want to do. And then if you have a thank you page that you created, you can put the redirect page after they opt in to a thank you page. So there's so many things that you can do, and it's really just kind of, you just got to play with it. You just really got to play with it. Now, one thing I like to do is I don't like a name. You don't have to put a name required, okay? So I don't like having the name required because what I like to do is give them options. If they don't like me and they kind of just want to make sure that, because a lot of people are very, very, they just don't want to give their information if you don't really give them a lot of value. So I always give them an option to just enter their email address, and then normally I'll get their name. If they join up to like a webinar presentation or another training, or maybe just another gift that I'm going to be giving away to build some value. So you have that option because you got to remember, people might not like you at first because they don't know you, and everybody's going to be skeptical these days while they're shopping online, or maybe they're looking. So that's really why you have to really get out there, be valuable to people, respect people, and give them the you're going to have to give them the benefit of the doubt, because there are some sleazy asswipes marketing online these days. So you want to do that. Email fill order. Now the way that is, basically you want your name and your email to be at the bottom. Now if you change this to 1, your email would be on top and your name would be at the bottom. See what I'm saying? So always keep your name above, keep that at 0. So we're going to go ahead. Now if you wanted to add new fields, you could add like people's phone numbers, you could add address, you can do all that jazz, but we're not going to do that right now. We're going to keep it simple because, like I said, simple is key. So we're just going to insert that. Okay, so we got all that. Enter your email address, enter your first name. Okay, now see, I just told you that. Enter your email address. So what we're going to do is we're going to enter your first name as 1. So actually we're going to have to change that around. I did not notice that actually the email was on top because normally that's not right. So let's just go down here and we're going to click name and we're going to make the field order 1. Actually this should be 0 and then email should be 1, I do believe. I haven't did this in a while. Email order. Okay, so name order should be 1. Email field order should be 1. So let's see how that works. So I think that's the way it's supposed to happen. Most of my pages are built in Power Lead System. Yeah, so we got first name on top and we got email on the bottom. Okay, so yeah, like most of my pages are built in, lead capture pages are built in Power Lead System. So I do at times do optimize press. It just depends on the mood I'm in and what I want to do and how I'm gonna, I want to make my offer congruent. So it just kind of depends on a lot of factors on why I choose Optimize Press over Power Lead System, and sometimes I'll even use EMP Capture Page System if I'm promoting EMP products. So it really comes down, when you got 3 tools that you can use at your disposal, it's just the more tools you got, the better off you are. If you, I would tell people if you're new, just start off with 1, learn that one, then, like I said in a previous training, it's kind of like, playing a guitar. When you first start out, you get a little guitar that maybe from Walmart or down the road at the little music shop, but eventually you get better and then your needs change, and then you just have to, you got to kind of upgrade to a different guitar to give you more options for how well you're actually doing and more skills that you're getting. So just start with 1. That's what I would say. So we're going to go ahead and start here. Now this little guy right here, this download now, is kind of driving me nuts. He shouldn't be there. So I don't think I saved it last time is what happened. So bear with me. Go down here and textual link below button. So we're going to go ahead and insert that. So once we do that, that should be gone. Yep. Okay, that's gone. So let's go ahead and hit save and continue just so we can save everything. Now we're going to edit our video. So if you had a video for a nutritional product or something, that you created your own and you uploaded it to, say, YouTube, or maybe you have it at another URL, what you're going to do is you're going to click on here on the little edit button, and you make it YouTube, which is cool. It already has a YouTube video posted there, but you could make it a URL or maybe an embed code from YouTube or Vimeo or somebody like that. So let's just go ahead and keep the same one that's already in there. Now, as far as width, I'm pretty picky about this. Now they like 550 to 309. Usually I will use 639 by 390. But this is an opt-in page. The pages that I use are more, they don't have an opt-in page to the right of the video. It's just a video with everything on the bottom, which gives me, I can get more space as far as the video goes. So 550 by 309 is probably going to be a good one. And then I'm going to, like I said, I normally do 10 and 15. Border size is kind of cool. I like about a 10 border, and then I like to make it, so let's just say white. So I'm going to give you an example of how this would work. So white. Now you have a couple options. Do you want it to autoplay as soon as they hit on your page? I do. If this is an opt-in page, you're probably going to want it to autoplay because, like I said, the more fluid it can be, instead of them having to click the play button, it's just going to be a lot easier for them to click on the website, have it load, and then boom, the video plays. They don't have to do anything but watch the video. So I would definitely click autoplay. If you wanted to hide the YouTube logo, I usually do. You can. I just don't want it taken up. I don't want anything to draw their attention away from what I'm going to present and the message that I'm going to present on the video. If sometimes what happens, if a YouTube pops up, a logo pops up, they're like, huh, so then they'll go to YouTube and they'll check it out, and then they won't even listen to the message. So it just depends on how you want to do it. Now, if you want to do Force HDM mode, you could do that as well. Whatever you want to do, it doesn't really matter. I choose 720 just on general principle. Line that, of course, is already to the left because we have basically we're having a 2-column element, and so I gave it a white border. So it just kind of looks kind of cool there, kind of cool, not too shabby. So let's go ahead and save and continue. And then what we're going to do is, if you hit this, you hit public link, it's going to go ahead and it's going to show you what everything looks like on a web page. So that's not too bad. That's kind of cool, got it all right here. You got everything. You got your YouTube video playing. Blah blah blah. Now, of course, this is an optimized press video, but you could go ahead and load your own video into there wherever you decide that you want to put that. So basically, we have a pretty nice little opt-in page here. Now, what's cool about this is you can put social proof down at the bottom. You can put your Facebook page on there. Maybe you have a fan page, and you could put that on there so people can like it. If they like it, you could also offer another bonus. Say if you like this page, I'm also going to throw in, say, 5-winning headline formulas or just something to be able to start. Now what's cool about this is, let's see here, got that. Now at the bottom of here, if you notice, it has Start Here, Power Lead System, the Alert Marketing Pro. So what it did is it took my MLM Marketing Bootcamp site and it basically put my tabs on the bottom. Now I don't like that one bit because I want my site pretty exclusive for people who actually join or who actually go through my trainings and actually want to learn from me. So I'm going to go ahead and definitely take that off right now. So let's go ahead and scroll down here. Social proof. So I'm going to go ahead and delete that. I'm just going to go ahead and delete this entire row. So we're going to delete that. Let's see if there's any more. We're going to go ahead and delete this row right here. Go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and edit this. Why is it not letting me edit it? Okay, so I figured that out. Actually, that's in layout settings. I turned my footer off. So if you, see how that works? If you turn your footer on, it's going to give you all that stuff. So if I hit update, I'm going to turn my footer back on. So turn my footer back on. Yeah, so here's, see how all this stuff is going to line up here. So give me just a second here. Okay, so what happened was, remember at the bottom here, I had basically my entire website tabs or navigation tabs put down on the bottom of here. So what I actually did was I just went to layout settings and then I deleted the footer part. So I turned the footer on, but I turned off these two, my disclaimer and the extra large footer, and that took away my navigation tabs because I don't want people to see what my other websites are. This is just strictly another page, an opt-in page, so that I can send them to another page, etc. So this is just to gather information. I don't want them to know anything about my website because that's that's for people that actually invest in a product with me, invest to join my team, and also that I use that as a bonus to give you all that value for joining my team, etc., or joining a product with me, etc. So let's go ahead and see what we have here. So it looks pretty good. We're going to go ahead and save and continue. Let's go ahead and see what it looks like now. View public link. So we got that. Got the YouTube video going, so that's good. We'll pause that. Looks kind of good. Yeah, ain't bad. Now we got the MLM Marketing Bootcamp at the bottom. There's no tabs at the bottom. Okay, so that's good. It's very easy. It's very clean. Let's go ahead and keep that. Let's see how that works. One thing, you kind of want to mess with these a little bit. So this is kind of, I'm not really happy with this layout. So what I'm going to do is, let's do this here. Click. I'm going to edit this a little bit. I'm not really happy with the way that is set. So let's go ahead and do 30. Let's do 35. Keep that there, see how that works out. Okay, it looks a little better. Let's go ahead and delete this element right here and delete that. See how, now what you can do is really cool is if you can hit the show hide controls, so it'll kind of give you a better look as far as what everything looks like without the controls there. So that's not bad. So actually this seems a little bit better. They're a little bit spaced together a little bit more. So let's go ahead and view and see what that looks like. So there's so many options that you can do. See, this looks a little bit better. You got your video, you got your headline, you got your call to action, everything's clicked on here. Got everything clicked on here, so it doesn't look too bad. Now this is a simple opt-in page that you can use. There's other options. Just remember, everything is set by rows. Okay, everything is set by rows and set by elements. Now there's so many elements that you can put. I mean, let's look at these. You can put affiliate snippets, column text. You can put arrows, calendar, date and time, content toggles, countdown timers, which are really cool if you want to use some scarcity in your marketing. A course description box if you're building some training websites, custom HTML shortcode if you're good at HTML, dividers, dynamic dates. Basically, you can insert this date, visit to the page. So basically what happens is whenever they enter it, it's automatically going to populate a date. So everything looks like it's real time to the prospect, right? It's always going to show the date the visitor accessed your page. It's also going to let you know what date and time they accessed the page as well. It's really, really cool. You can add Facebook comments. You got feature blocks, feature boxes, file downloads. So you can basically put little icons down there. Now I put a PDF file to download my files, but you can also use your own file content loader. It's a little icon with a little download and an arrow. It's kind of cool. You can put a guarantee box, headlines, hyperlinks. I mean, there's so many things that you can do here. You can create membership breadcrumb trails. Basically, what these are is it helps people with navigations. There's so much stuff you can do with this, guys. But as far as building a simple opt-in page, I mean, this is really how you do it. It's not that difficult. You just remember everything's done by rows and elements. Okay. So other than that, you know, this is a pretty good capture page. Very simple. It's to the point. It's very clean. But other than that, the next lesson I'm going to go ahead and get into integrating your Aweber account with your capture page.